Hello again, guys. We're back at it. We're finally doing something here with the tractors in the spring. We're ripping up this new farm over here, getting rid of all this sod so we can get her seeded down, get a really good alfalfa and clover grass type mix in it. This was just it was kind of split off. That used to be a fence line right there, and that over there was kind of a pasture in the middle. And this up here was farmed conventionally along with this grass strip. It was just left here and mowed and put some hay on. But we're going to get all this shit ripped out so we can put her into hay production for a couple years, and then we'll get her switched over to organic as soon as we can get her transitioned. So we're just kind of ripping up the sod. We're using these offset discs again. These really work pretty good for busting up sod. I would rather use the plow, because you can see it's leaving a lot of grass back there on the surface. But we found some stumps in this other piece, and we dug them out with the backhoe and a skid loader and cleaned them all up well. And I'm just afraid there's still some roots in there that'll cause us some problems with the plow. So we're not going to use the plow again. That would be kind of catastrophic, as you would say. But the offset plow will do a well enough job. We'll just have to hit her twice. Go back through after a while with the big tandem disc and get her smoothed off a little bit better. Here's first fence row we're crossing. I put orange flags out here to mark where the stumps were, so I hope that's a flag that we forgot to pick up rather than a stump we forgot to rip out. Can you see that flag? No, you can't really see it on the camera. It's just right here. Anyway. Gonna leave as much of the waterway here as we can. This one's kind of steep, so we'll lift up and kind of just leave the bottom of that in there. Don't need to rip up the waterways, as I've stated before. Now, we had a little bit of trouble pulling this disc last time with this tractor. And I gave her just a little bit more ump on the injection pump, and she's definitely rip-roaring now with it. She's got plenty of pep in her step. There's the other one. That one's just a little bit smaller. It's only a 10-foot disc. Hoping I can get the dozer guy up here, because this draw needs some tile put in it. And these trees were scattered all over this old, there's kind of a berm in there for catching water and such, but it's not really doing its job anymore because it's going out and around it there on that other side. So we just ripped all the trees out so we could kind of shape it up a little bit. And then put some tile up through here. See, we still got some sticks we didn't get picked up. We'll have to get those before I get much closer. Well, we're back at it today, guys. As you can see, I got the big tractor and the big disc hooked up. Yesterday we got everything disced with the heavy offsets. Today we're just trying to smooth them over, break up the clods, kind of get them worked down a little bit better. But it's doing a really pretty good job. You can see that's where we haven't been yet. This is over here where we have been. I gotta snake around these two trees here, but it's doing a really nice job. And unfortunately, or fortunately, either way, we've got a storm cloud moving in, which is nice. If we can get this worked up, you know, before the storm gets here, the rain can help melt some of these clods down even better yet. So I really don't want to cuss the rain, but I want to get this done before it gets here. Today's that really weird day where it was, you know, mid-40s yesterday and 85 today. And it's supposed to be like 32 or 34 tomorrow. So it's a really nice day. We're out here in a t-shirt. We got the air conditioner on. She's blowing nice and cold. And we're out here the first day with the big tractor doing some discing, trying to get these clods worked out. So this isn't the new farm where you saw the video doing the discing, the heavy discing. This is the other farm. We've been organic farming, you know, up here on the hilltop and around over here for, I don't know, going on 5 years or something now. And the landlord offered me this little corner piece to go with it. It was just grass, and we had been baling it. You get, I don't know, 6-7 bales off of it. But he said, hey, why don't you just go ahead and work that under too? I said, all right. So we didn't do it last year, but I told him we would this year so we can incorporate it back in with the hay. And I ripped everything up, waterway included. That way we can get a good establishment of hay without having a dip going through the middle of the field. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely was a bit of a wash right there in the middle. So we're going to get her seeded down, and then we'll touch that again. Next time we pull the hay off of it and go back to corn, we'll be certain to leave the waterway in there. But we gotta start smooth. We gotta start fresh. So we had to rip it out to get rid of the dip. So anyway, just having a good old time, trying to beat the rain. I was just listening to the radio a minute ago. It looks like it's kind of gonna go west of us. Seems to be the story of the rain situations in my area. They always go around me. Anyway, we'll be done with this here in just another few minutes, so hang in there. Spreading seed today, as you can see. I got the spreader card on the back. We got our, excuse me. Got our grass and oats, alfalfa and clover all in the cart. And we're out spreading. Got her on the old anteater with the new tires on her. She's ripping, looking good. Now, this is bean stubble ground. And basically we're just using the soil finisher one pass on it and just kind of breaking it up, busting clods, stirring stuff around, getting that bean stubble kind of worked in, and then spreading it, and then come back, we'll cultivate it, we'll be done. So it's doing a really nice job too. It's coming up pretty nice, pretty mellow, looking good, nice and powdery. Now because the grass seed is so much lighter than the alfalfa and clover, the grass doesn't want to throw as far. So I think I've mentioned this before in another video, spreading hayseed. You have to figure the grass only spreads about halfway, so you double the rate on what's in the cart, and then you double spread. So I'll come back after I get done the first pass doing all the main ones, and I'll come back and I'll drive right between this one and that one, and that'll get my swaths about right. Now I don't have 4 hands, so I gotta hold on a second here and turn this thing around. Cut that off, and we'll whip this puppy around. And if you know what your cart spreads, this one spreads 60 feet. So that means from center of tractor to the end of its spread is 30 foot. Well, that's kind of, you know, kind of hard to figure that sometimes. So what I just kind of try to guess is my flatbed trailer is 30 foot. So I try to guess about from my butt over to the middle of those tracks. Try to guess that at what my trailer would be sitting in there. So, and I've come out pretty close usually. Don't have too much left over once I get done. Anyway, some carts don't spread 60, some are 50, so then I'd be, you know, 25 foot from here to there. Again, it's about my trailer length, so just kind of guessing. So I don't have GPS or any of that fancy guidance crap in here, so gonna fly by the seat of my pants, as the old man say. Anyway, yeah, this tractor is the one that got one of them got all new interior in it. You got the new seat cushions. It's got the new radio. I got it turned off at the moment so I can hear you, or so you can hear me. And yeah, this thing is definitely a lot quieter than it was before, with the new interior all around. And it's quite enjoyable to run now. It's not screaming. All the geared transmission noises and stuff, that kind of rings your head after a while if you don't have interior in here that's muffling it. So air conditioner's working. We got that puppy running today. It's like 65 degrees. I know you really don't need it, but it would be slightly warm in here if we didn't have it on. Yeah, anyway, I'll just roll a little bit of footage here and there as we're kind of spreading and kind of get done talking here. Like that, we're down to our last field. This is the new one we've been working on, trying to get it all cleared up and trees removed and so on. Finally got the rest of our seed down here. We got shorted on our seed, had some acre mixed up. Anyway, we got the rest of the seed, and as you can see, the wind is blowing out here. It is blowing pretty good. But I figured, well, what the hell, it's not going to blow too far. We only got one pass around the outside that we might be kind of lost on, so whatever. We're going to go ahead. We got rain coming in tomorrow, and that'll be good for everything, get some rain on it. So we're just going to hammer down and keep her going. Make sure we get the right measurement here as we go. Hard to do this with one hand. There we go, that's pretty close. What do you think, bud? You ready to do a bunch of hay?
Yeah.
You gonna do a bunch of little squares?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have some square bales this summer. That'll be fun. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get the packer over here yet and have Haven run that, and I'll try to get some footage of that. There's not really much to it, just a big roller that rolls over the ground, smooths it down, and firms those seeds right down in the soil. Makes a lot better seed soil contact. So here's one of the little pieces that was, I don't know, fenced off for whatever reason. They didn't want to tear up the side hills, and well, we tore it up because we're reseeding it. So get into this bumpy crap, we'll slow back down. That's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for hanging in there as we're getting our seeding done. It's been a little over a week now since we had the seeding all spread and back down. We've had a couple good rains on it. And she's sprouting up here, looking like it's coming right along. Let's see, what do we got here? The field's kind of got a green tint to it. Probably can't see it on camera, but let's see what we got down here. Those little guys are oats coming up. These big, long-looking leaves. Got a lot of weeds coming too. This crap down here, that's pigweed. You can tell by the red on the bottom side of the leaf on the stem. That's a pigweed. There's some cockleburs. They're not sprouting yet. So we definitely got some pretty good amount of weeds coming. There's a lot of pigweed in here. That's all pigweed right there. boy. Well, it looks like get a few more warm days and the oats are going to shoot right up and block out the sunlight for the rest of that crap. So that'll do them a lot of good. Get them covered up. Anyway, that's going to be it, guys. As I said, thanks for hanging in there as we got everything seated and smoothed over. I didn't get any shots of the cultipacker. I apologize, but well, that's the way it goes sometimes. I can't show everything. But if you remember from last fall when we did that rye covering, it's basically the same thing. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.